Hey guys, and welcome to Swami Studios. I am your host, Moonlight Swami, and today I'm bringing you guys some more Gibson My Player. We're coming up at the end of the season. Gibson on a hot streak this season, really trying to work things through. Almost beats that out against the Diamondbacks in Colorado. The Rockies catcher doing pretty decently for himself. He's pulling his average up to about 250 after a horrific start in his first month in the majors, batting only 210. But, you know, he's making good contact. That's not necessarily hits, but they're at least good contact. He's trying to get the job done. And there's a nice hit into the gap, and he's going to go for two. And he is going to slide in safely at second with the sliding double in the 8th inning. 4-0 lead already over Arizona, the division leader. And this was a huge mistake on my part, and I'm going to have to hold up at third. Okay, so I didn't really have a topic for today, so what I'm going to do is this was a huge mistake on my part. I don't have a topic for today. So what I'm going to ask of you guys is to tell me a baseball player who played before 1960 his entire career, or at least most of it. Anybody who I haven't already covered, and I'll do the research on them, etc., etc. Now, I was going to do Connie, Mack, and Anson. I can do a little bit on them, but I more wanted to give you the information from my fantasy draft on ESPN.com. My fantasy baseball league. So, with that being said, the fantasy baseball league, the name is going to be, I don't remember what I called it. It was something like, I want to be the very best, ... The motto is, like no one ever was, to catch them is my real test. You know, Pokemon theme song. Just for, shits and giggles. But, I'm going to link the link. No, I'm not going to link the link. I'm going to put the name in the description. And the first 18 people to get the password correct, wins. Okay? So, the password is my first catchphrase on Moonlight Swami. I used it a lot. If you guys were here for a while, otherwise go back to my first, second, third video. The first 18 people to get that catchphrase will get it. Now, I don't believe it's in all caps. Let me just make sure, because that would kind of suck if you did it and it was in all caps and you didn't know and blah blah blah. Okay, so the first letter of each word is in caps, and there's a space between the words. There's no punctuation except for the spaces. And the name of the league is I Wanna Be the Very Best. And I believe there are 3 dots, so an ellipse. So 3 periods. So, if you guys can figure that out, the draft is on Saturday. If it is not filled up by tomorrow night on Friday, I will open it up to everybody. And I'll just, I'll do something on Twitter for it, so I'm going to link my Twitter in the description below as well. Because you know what? I do a lot of tweeting. I tweet at some big names, I talk to them, discuss different things, and that's about that. Now, I've had just a really shitty week, to be honest. A lot of things going on. Just need to relax and whatever, but it's been very stressful, so I'm just going to relax today after this commentary. Probably watch the end of Mr. Hurricane's WWE 12 live stream, and just, take the day to relax and whatever. I have some more gameplay for this. I'm going to start uploading some WWE because of WrestleMania. I'm going to make videos for all the matches probably on Friday, so you're going to see a lot of matches then. And I'm going to postpone my quote-unquote 200th video because it's going to be a special little Call of Duty montage that I've been working on. But yeah, I'm going to postpone that a little bit and post that as soon as I am finished with all those WWE videos. So, as you can see, we are 1 game back of the lead in the NL West behind the Padres and the Diamondbacks. So I'm batting about 260, I believe, right? That says 260. And we win that game. I don't know if that was actually... I think it might have actually switched up yet. So we're playing against the Cubs. Chris Young on the mound. And Gibson hits a deep fly ball. That's right to the center fielder, and it's caught. So, I'll talk a little bit about Cap Anson and Connie Mack. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Cap Anson never played or managed after 1900. He played on a few different teams. He ended his career with an official 3,081 hits, the first 3,000 hit man ever. And the main problem with Cap Anson is the fact that he's probably, he is cited as probably the reason for racial segregation in baseball, because he would not get on the field if there were black baseball players. Now, that's a really, really wrong thing to do, but, you know, I don't really respect that out of him. It might have been a different time, but I still don't respect it, and I don't condone it. And Connie Mack is the all-time winningest and losingest manager of all time. He coached the Oakland A's for Philadelphia A's for 49 years, from 1901 to 1950. He retired at age 87. He was also a part-time owner from 1901 to 1954, which, you know, brought him to about 90 years old when he died at 93. I mean, he was born in 1862, I believe, and died in 1954, 1953. He was somewhere around there. So, no, it was 1957, I believe, but either way. So, Connie Mack, 3,400 wins, 3,700 losses, and it was somewhere in that ballpark, and 7,000 some odd games managed. He also played for 10 years on the Pittsburgh Pirates and a few other teams, Buffalo Bisons, or Bisons, whichever you want to call it, whichever they called it back then. But, you know, he did get around, and Connie Mack, there's baseball leagues dedicated to him. Both players were inducted into the Hall of Fame in the 1930s based on the Veterans Committee. And, you know, that's pretty much that. Just wanted to give you a little background on them because they're not really too significant. They don't have a huge story like Gibson did or like Wagner did or any of that stuff. They were just kind of, I mean, they're really old, so there's not too much known about them. I mean, Connie Mack a bit more than Anson, but, you know, we're up by 5 runs here in the top of the 9th, and we want to just get a little more padding to this lead. Ooh, look at that. 95-mile-per-hour fastball right down the middle. I was extremely late. Let's see if I can get something. And, ooh, another high fastball. Still very late. Well, let's see if I can get something here. And it's a ground ball to short, and D. Gordon's going to pick that up, and he's going to fire to first, and Gibson is out on the throw from Gordon. Strong throw, and that will retire the side. So I'm going to do the rest of this game in play-by-play mode. Just give you the idea of what it's like for me, because I am a baseball broadcaster. I'm not a football broadcaster. Contrary to popular belief, I do not... Oh, wow. One hitter? Only hit was a home run. That sucks. But I never was really trained in football commentating. It was extremely difficult for me to do the actual football commentating. So baseball is where I really tend to, I don't know, I guess shine. It's where my passion is. So I'm going to call it from here. Okay. Gibson up to the plate and the pitch. And it is a ground ball right back up the middle. It is caught by the second baseman, and he is going to throw on to first. And he is out, and that will retire the side. Gibson's next at bat. He swings, and it's a ground ball to third. Casey Blake is going to fire to first to Loney, and that will end the inning as well. Gibson, many ground balls. Not easy. You know, it would be easier if I had more plays instead of just his hits. But Gibson with a liner into left center field. He's going to round first, going to second, and he's going to slide in, and he is safe with the sliding double. And that will give the Rockies hope to continue and possibly win this game over the Dodgers. Tied up at 2, 8th inning, 2 outs, and it is a strikeout to retire the side. Rockies trying to hold on. And unfortunately, in the bottom of the 9th, the Dodgers come through and they win 3-2. So that means that the Rockies are going to fall possibly to 2 games back of the lead in the NL West. Trying to rally. Next game is a day game. Ted Lilly on the mound. Gibson wanting to get some big hits. takes the first pitch. That is a strike on the two-seam on the upper outside corner of the plate. Lilly into his windup. Here's the pitch. And it is a ground ball, hard grounder up the middle. D. Gordon will recover, and he will fire it to first. And that is an out. Gibson not playing too well against this Dodger team. I mean, he's getting some good hits, but they're just getting gobbled up by that Dodgers defense. That infield really playing well against Gibson. This pitch is a four-seam, and it's a deep fly ball. Oh, that would have been gone if he's just hit that a little bit to the right. A lot of bit to the right, but it would have been gone. And he's going to strike out on the next pitch. So we're down 2-0 in the 9th inning. Gibson batting .256 on the season. Not horrible. Javi Guerra on the mound. And, ooh, could not have swung at that. I knew it as soon as I pulled back on the right stick. And I should not have swung at that either. That's another ball, but he fouls that one off at least. And this pitch is a four-seam. That is fouled off. Come on, Gibson. He's going to hit a liner up the middle, and it will keep the Rockies' hopes in this game alive with the single for Gibson. Keeping his hitting streak alive. Unfortunately, next batter, I believe that's... I don't know who that is. But he strikes out, and we're going to fall to 3 games back of the lead. Really bad territory. Guys, I'm Moonlight Swami. And this, I don't think this is completely over yet. There's 1 game left. I'm going to show you. As Gibson rips a liner down the line to left field, and that will drive it only 1. Guy could have tried going from third, but why risk it? 3-0 lead early in the first. 4th inning now. Joe Saunders still on the mound. Don't know how he is. But Gibson, he's going to strike out on the high fastball. Chase that one. Still on the mound for Saunders. And this is going to be a ground ball to third. He's going to miss the tag on the runner. And he's going to fire and get Gibson out at first. But nice movement. Unfortunately, we don't get any runs. In the 8th, grounder up the middle. And Steven Drew's going to track that down. Gibson out at first. And they get 4 runs in the 8th inning. They beat us. And that ends our season pretty much. Guys, I'm Moonlight Swami. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace. I'm out.